Imagine, the year is 1927, and you are going to the cinema. The cinema was just invented a few years ago, and you want to go and see one of these amazing new moving pictures, a real film, not some silly slapstick comedy thing, I'm sorry. And you find this new film called Metropolis, made by a German man called Fritz Lang, and you watch it and you go, what in the good fuck was that? This is the story of Metropolis. This film. I don't really yes, hello, we're going to be talking about a film that I really like, called Metropolis. I really like this film a lot. It's by a German expressionist director named Fritz Lang.
You said that already!
This film is really good because it was one of the first proper, like, I really feel like that's not accurate, but it's a really noteworthy film because it's very long, and it's a real story. Like, it's an earnest, kind of quite serious story. Anyway, I've got the Wikipedia page open here. It's a silent film, as was the style at the time. Right, so it is a pioneering science fiction movie. This is true. This movie was like one of the first science fiction films. It's kind of interesting because it's a science fiction film, but it's very much like dictated by the classical sensibilities of the time. But we need to watch the movie because I haven't watched it in a long time, and we need to remember. So we're going to watch it now. Soon after its premiere, Metropolis was severely shortened and altered. Since then, more than a quarter of the film was assumed to have been lost. In 2008, an almost complete version of the film was discovered in Buenos Aires. The material was heavily damaged, and soon it had become printed in like 16mm film stock. Does not have the full aperture silent picture audio ratio. Okay, yeah. This is an interesting part of the film. Basically, what they're talking about is that when the film came out, the film stocks were cut down because the film was deemed to be too long. It's almost 2 hours. I think it's just over 2 hours. It might be 2 hours and 18 minutes. And nobody wanted to fucking watch a 2 hour and 18 minute film. So it was cut down significantly. Like, large, massive portions of the film were just completely removed. And due to, I believe it's a fire in it's a preservation suite or something. There were places where the original pieces of film were stored, and they were destroyed in a fire. So lots of the film is deemed to have been lost to time forever. But an original cut of the film was found, but it was in just terrible quality, like awful, really like scratched and scuffed, and the contrast is bad. But it was the whole film. So pieces of it have been found over time, stored by, film buffs and fanatics and stuff. But in 2008, this full, complete cut of the film was found, and this is the basis for all releases of this film now. Is this original Buenos Aires preservation of the full film? So there'll be moments in this film when you see like, it's suddenly the quality looks terrible. It'll just switch to a new scene and it'll just look like garbage, and that's because it's switching over to the Buenos Aires version. Utilizing the footage from Argentina, a virtually complete Metropolis has been reconstructed and its proper editing has been restored. The text of the intertitles was taken from German censorship records and has been translated into English. In order to maintain the scale of the restored footage, the missing portion of the frame appears black. Right. Black frames indicate points at which footage is still lost, so this isn't a complete film. Intertitles and a different typeface such as this have been added to summarize the content of missing scenes, as far as is necessary for an understanding of the story. This is what's really fascinating about this film to me, is that it's still not complete, and it never will be. There are still portions of this film that are completely lost, like completely gone. I believe that the only way that people can tell what's still around and still is meant to be in the film are from records at the time and the screenplay. I believe the screenplay is in circulation. I can't remember though. So this is going to be interesting because I've only ever seen the 90-minute version that was in circulation around 2005, 2006. Oh, here comes the music. I love the music. Another interesting aspect of this film is that lots of efforts have been made to remake the soundtrack. Giorgio Moroder did quite a strong attempt at it, but it was terrible. We might watch the Giorgio Moroder version as well, but the Giorgio version is just awful. He got a bunch of famous artists to do original songs for it, and they're just terrible, terrible songs. Look at these visual effects. You have to remember that this was 1927. You know, this is before most films existed. Like, so these are the workers who were made to work at the big machine. And yeah, and they live in their own... I've forgotten about all of this. They live in their own, like, fucked up, kind of lower class subterranean city. Look. It looks a bit like New Londo ruins from Dark Souls a little bit. So this is the upper class scum. Here they are. And here's Frida. There he is. So these are all the rich people. They have no idea what the working man has to go through, because they're so far subtracted. The upper classes have ensured that, like, they will never meet the lower classes. They just live in this, like, utopian bliss where they have no idea, like, what the world's really like. Here's some of the old footage that you can see what I mean by, like, how damaged it is. This guy is hideous, look. It looks like he's peeled back his hairline, like a banana peel. She's like this kind, caring, maternal woman. Look, she has all these children, and even like the crazy girls are like, wow, isn't she pretty? And it's because she's so, like, kind of pure of heart. Like, he knows he's in trouble. Look, this turtle man, he's like, fuck. Oh no, Frida's seen the beautiful girl now. He's gonna give up everything. Okay, fun fact. There were multiple attempts to restore this film over the course of history. So we have our first example in East Germany. So we have the East German version made in 1972. And this version was made by the Staatliches Filmarchiv der DDR. Unfortunately, this restoration attempt was ultimately a failure because they didn't have any kind of reference material with which to cross-reference the footage that they managed to find. So they didn't really know where all of the footage was supposed to go. So ultimately, this version of the film was incomplete, and they didn't really have anything to like contextualize the footage. So ultimately, it was kind of like a nonsensical, weird version of the film. And next we have the Giorgio Moroder version. The Giorgio Moroder version, made in 1984. Now, I talked about this already in the video, but this version of the film was made by the Italian music producer Giorgio Moroder, who paid $200,000 to get the rights to make it. And the reason why he paid so much is because he was bidding against the famous musician David Bowie. Moroder initially only was going to make a new soundtrack. He was going to take the East German version and just make a new soundtrack for it. But upon watching the film, he realized that there was basically nothing to work with. And he said, what? I didn't know that this was, you know, the condition that this film was in. Why hasn't anybody fixed it yet? And his consultant said, well, you know, it's tough, man. Like, we don't have any information. So this is famous, big-time musician who made this one, and he worked with the Munich Film Archive. In the end, his soundtrack was massively panned. Like, everybody hated that soundtrack. I don't think there's a single person who liked it. But on the bright side, his restoration paved the way for a lot of modern restorations. It was a great restoration of the film. Really, really good. It's just a shame about the soundtrack. And, oh, let's scrub the whiteboard clean. Okay, next, we have the Munich archive version made in 1987. Now, this version was it was a response to the Marauder version. An archivist known as Enno Patalis, who worked at the Munich Film Archive, wanted to make a complete rework of the film. He wanted to make a definitive edition based on Marauder's version. And the Munich restoration also utilized newly discovered still photographs to represent scenes that were still missing from the film. So, in places where there was no footage to be included, they instead used still photographs to illustrate what was supposed to be present. Now, next, we have the restored authorized edition. The restored authorized edition made in 2001. In this one was begun production in 1998 by Friedrich Wilhelm Jesus Christ Murnau Stiftung. What? Right. Okay, dude. Look, all of the respect to you, but what is this name, my guy? Do you really need this much name? This is all just one name. Oh. Wait. This is a company. Whoops. Friedrich Wilhelm Murnau Stiftung is a film preservation company. Whoops. Okay, we need to get we need to get rid of that. It was actually Martin Kober wanted to create a definitive restoration. Once again, another person who wanted to make a definitive version of the film. He wanted to expand on the Munich version using it as a base and find the sections that were missing and used the still photographs. So he got in contact with film museums and archives around the world, including a nitrate original camera negative. That's really impressive because film negatives used to be made out of nitrate, and nitrate is obviously extremely flammable. What would happen to most nitrate film negatives back in the day is that they would catch fire and be completely destroyed, and that was extremely common. Something like 70% of all silent films were destroyed because of this exact reason. Next, this is the one. This is the one. We gotta get rid of all these other ones. Right, this is the one. This is the one we're watching right now. The complete Metropolis from 2010. Now, this version begun production in 2008 when a 16mm reduction negative of the original cut was found in the Museo del Cine in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The negative was a safety reduction made in the 1960s or 1970s from a 35mm positive of Lang's original version. Then that negative was passed to a private collector, and then that private collector sold it to an art foundation, and then that foundation sold it to the Museo del Cine. So it went on quite a journey, and it seems like that private collector just fucking sat on it for a long period of time. So fuck you, whoever you are. But yeah, these Argentinian 16mm negatives were used to fill in all of the blank spaces, and this is the longest version of the film in history at 2 hours and 28 minutes, which is obviously very long for a film. I don't even think that The Rise of Skywalker was that long. It fucking felt that long. In conclusion, Rise of Skywalker is a bad movie. I love you. Kiss you. Here we go. This is the beginning of the downward spiral. So he's gone looking for that girl, Maria, and it's brought him down to the factory level. And so this is where he gets to see like the conditions that the poor people have to live in. See that this it shows like Frida just like he has compassion, but he just has no idea what he's looking at. Because he you know, you have to imagine it from Frida's perspective. Like he has not seen anything like this in his life. Like he's only lived luxury his entire life. There it is, there's Moloch. Look, Moloch. It's so cool. Here we go. Look, he's gonna tell his dad and be like, Dad, look, you have no idea what I just saw. Like I just went into the lowest sections and there's people and they just go into this machine and it kills them. And he's just like, look, he's like, fuck, I gotta tell my kid about the fucking human sacrifice machine now. Why is it, Josephat, that I learn of the explosion from my son and not from you? The chief foreman of the heart machine, Grot, with an important message. I love Grot though, he looks like Hagrid almost. Maps. 2 maps. What could it mean? In the pockets of 2 men involved in today's accident at the M machine. Why is it, Josephat? These plans were brought to me by Grot and not by you. Oh my god, Josephat is getting a rough deal today. Look how much this guy hates himself. Poor bastard. He'd probably rather work in the machine. Like, he's sweating. Oh my god, poor guy. I feel terrible for him.
Look at his pit stains! He's sweating!
Probably off to kill himself. I'm sorry, that's terrible, but you know what I mean. He tried to fucking kill himself already. I would. Oh my god, I was just joking earlier about him killing himself. I forgot that was in there. Oh fuck. What in the good... He's kind of got drip though, huh? Look at this guy. Imagine doing this non-stop for 12 hours a day. Every day. Like, he's like, no, I have to do it. Yeah, the machine. Somebody has to stay at the machine. So this is Friedrichsen's initial sacrifice. He's like, I'll do it. I'll work the machine. This has to be a fucking head trip. Complete trip for this guy. Imagine, like, he's just lived in that factory his entire life, basically. Most likely, he was born in that factory and he was destined to die in that factory. And now he's traded lives with Friedrichsen. Imagine what it must be like to, like, see what the other half lives like and go like, god, this is what my whole life was in service of. And like, he's like, what the fuck is all this, dude? Is this how they live? Just go to parties all the time? Look. It's like, dude, look. You believe that shit? Look at this. I want to live here. I want to live right there. Right that house you're looking at right now. Here lives Rotwang, the inventor. Ah, this guy. It's fascinating. It kind of looks like Doc from Back to the Future. Look at that. Look at this cool character design with the gloved, like the latex gloved hand. Like, it's a machine hand if I remember correctly. He built his own hand because he lost it. Hell. Good morning. Oh, this born for my happiness, lost to Joe Friedrichsen, died giving birth to Frida, Joe Friedrichsen's son. So this Hell was Joe Friedrichsen's wife. For me, she is not dead, Joe Friedrichsen. For me, she lives. So this is kind of weird. It's a little bit of a Ready Player One situation where I think Rotwang was in love with Hell as well, and he wants her to be reborn. Do you think that losing a hand is too high a price to pay for recreating Hell? Look at the upside down pentagram. It's so fucking sick. So this is Hell, the machine version. You can tell Joe Friedrichsen is like, Rotwang, what the fuck is this, dude? What have you done, dude? Like, he's like, he doesn't know what to make of it. For months now, we've been finding these plans in my workers' clothes. What do they mean? At 2, at the end of the shift, she has summoned us again. Nani sore? What do you mean? It's a plan of the 2,000-year-old catacombs deep below the lowest levels of your metropolis. Look at this set. Look how amazing this set looks. So it's Maria. Maria is the woman who's summoning people below into the catacombs. And she's like, they're kind of, the fact that she's named Maria is probably not a coincidence, because she has this kind of, holy maternal quality to her. And she's giving kind of a sermon to the working people to give them hope. The mediator between the head and hands must be the heart. What a message. Oh, Rotwang, you fucking weirdo. Rotwang, give the machine man the likeness of that girl. Here it begins. Rob Wang's like, fuck, dude. This edible ain't shit, dude. I shall sow discord between them and her. I shall destroy their belief in this woman. So, Joe Friedison's plan is to create a false doppelganger of Maria and then make her, like, say, and, like, you know, kind of promote them to do stuff that will eventually destroy them. This is a great scene. This is a great, like, kind of horror scene. Rot Wang's, like, such a great character, because you know he's, like, a good guy, but he's been made to do terrible things, and this is kind of a great, like, horror sequence with him. This is kind of fucked, though, because you can tell he's just trying to shut her up, like, he's just trying to make her afraid. Oh my god, that's a great shot, like, how fucking scary he looks. She's been caught now. End of the prelude. Intermission. Intermission. Go and get some, I don't know, go get something to eat. Hello. Welcome back to the classroom. We have a special assignment today, and it's just before the end of the film. And what we have here is a review from fucking H.G. Wells. Back in the day, when this movie first came out in 1927, H.G. Wells went to go and see it in the cinema. And he hated it. He hated this film. H.G. Wells, the famous author responsible for War of the Worlds and The Time Machine, he hated this movie. Absolutely despised it, like, so much. So I thought it would be good to see what his thoughts were on this classic pioneering piece of cinema. I have recently seen the silliest film. He said, in one eddying concentration, almost every possible foolishness, cliche, platitude, and muddlement about mechanical progress and progress in general, served up with a source of sentimentality that is all its own. Oh my god. It actually, interestingly, this movie opened to mixed reviews in general. Like, not a lot of people actually liked Metropolis when it first came out. Never for a moment does one believe any of this foolish story. Never for a moment is there anything amusing or convincing in this dreary series of strained events. Oh my god, H, who hurt you, baby? Jesus. Oh my god. I went and got some food. I hope you guys got some food too. I know I edited this down quite a lot, but it's still a long movie. That is so fucked. Look at that. Look how terrifying she looks. You will destroy Joe Friedison, him and his city and his son. Oh my god. Rot Wang's gone fucking mask off. I forgot about this. Rot Wang is like, fuck this, dude. Everyone's going. Do I eat my last chocky now or wait until later? I haven't seen this before. I know about this piece of film. I saw a clip of it. Yeah, the version of this movie that I watched didn't have this scene. Completely absent. Yeah, the version that I watched was like maybe an hour and a half long. Look at the last one. It's just like a woman holding her boobies. That's crazy. So these are the 7 sins, I believe. Here he comes. Georgie, what did you do? Oh no! The guy. The guy is like, you're Frida. Oh no! No! Oh man, really? That's terrible, poor guy. Look at this, man. This crazy elevator machine. It just keeps going. No! No, 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 no. Don't hurt Josephat, please. Oh no. How did that get there? Oh, I didn't know what you're talking about, dude. This, what? What's that say? What, worker? A worker's hat? What the fuck, dude? No, I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, well, anyway, cigar? Interested? Yeah, yeah, oh man. Completely forgot about that workers hat stuff, huh? Nani sore? Who wrote, what? Who wrote my address down? What? Nah, it has nothing to do with me, man. What? How many fucking, what? How many fucking, oh my god, what the fuck? Dude, he just got pimp fucking slapped with those Deutschmarks, dude. I'm having my last chocky now, guys. If you have as many chocky as me, now's a good time. No, you're gonna get killed. Oh, Josephat, no, you should have just got out there, man. This is bad. This is, Maria's in prison now. Rotwang has kidnapped her. Do you guys want to listen to a cool noise? That's, nope. Don't like that. That was, that. Oh, face I can do. Here we go. This is the conversion machine. So he's going to transfer the likeness of Maria onto the machine. Onto hell. I know it's not really hell, but we'll just call it hell for convenience. The machine woman is hell. Look, imagine how hard it was to get that special effect to look the way it does, you know? In 1927, this is before any type of special effects. Like, just imagine how would you even get the idea to do something like that? I don't even know how they did it still. I know how they did the composite shots, but not how they did this stuff. It looks really good for the time, like really, really good. And now the machine woman is indistinguishable from the real thing. This is the false Maria. This is the machine Maria. Look how creepy she looks. So this is how you tell the difference between the two of them. Is the real Maria is very like natural looking and very like, you know, she's like a normal person, but the machine Maria is like very seductive and has this kind of twisted, like, horrible smile. Look, an iconic smile there with the kind of closed eye. No, he's like, no. They can't be working together. Yeah. It's like completely fucked up his like hope for the world. He's having some kind of breakdown. Look how fucked this look how much of a trip this is, man. So this is a really strange part of the story. Jesus Christ. Yep, it's 1927. She dances like a funny fucked up skeleton in this scene. But the intended, as you can see from the guys reacting, the intended effect is like, you're supposed to be like, fuck, dude, this is so seductive, you know? Like, you're supposed to be like, dude, this is a hot. No way. The Grim Reaper came to life, and he's playing the little bone flute. But yeah, this is supposed to be like the kind of corruption of man from the idolization of the you know, of this kind of Tower of Babel. That was an intermission. If you guys have got snacks for this is the rest of the movie now. We're in the final act. Sorry, I'm eating blueberries, guys. If you have any blueberries, you should get some. Sorry, I look quite angry there. If you guys have any blueberries, you should get some right now. So yeah, it's like, it's showing the the false Maria is leading the upper classes to like this debauchery. Rotwang's still with the original Maria. Look how fucking tired he looks. He wants to trick the workers into like rioting so that he can be justified in like having them all executed, basically. Oh no! Oh. Yeah. So they've turned on Frida because they're like, he's the son of the guy who's oppressing us. Here's Maria like telling the workers working at the Moloch machine, like, fuck off. Like, we're gonna blow it up, so you want to get out of it now. Where's the heart machine? So this is the machine that keeps the Moloch machine running, I believe. It's got like a blast door to protect it. Oh yeah, he's kind of trapped himself in there, hasn't he? And all the workers are behind the blast door, like trying to get in. Oh my god, that's fuck. They're complete animals at this point. It's climbing up the blast door before it even opens. Look, oh my god, that's terrifying. Holy shit. Imagine just getting swarmed by people like that. What are you doing? Just get out of there, man. You can't fight all of them. Elevator's broke. Elevator, other one. And then the one on the right, I'm gonna guess. Yep. So there's no way out now. They're trapped in there. And the whole thing's flooding, and all the elevators have been destroyed. I guess the elevators run on the same... They must run on the heart machine. And now the place is flooding and there's no way out. How are they gonna escape? Get out of there, kid! Holy shit! Dude, the kids are getting to get drowned. What? Oh yeah, because all the workers left their kids behind, didn't they? God, that is such fucked imagery. Oh my god. When something's real like this, like they've got like, you know, all of those kids are actually real kids, and then the set is real, and all the water's real and stuff. It kind of makes the imagery really like disturbing. It's really, really great. There they are. Oh my god. It still gets me. It's kind of a tune, huh? Oh my god. Oh my god, that imagery. Holy shit. Yeah, and like almost all of this stuff I didn't see in the this is my first time seeing most of this. Yeah, this is like Rotwang clearly set this up so that like everything would like fall apart. Like the plan was for all of the workers to lose their children, and then all of the upper class to like lose their paradise, and then the working class would still like have all of this hatred for the upper class, so like they would just end up like cannibalizing each other. So what's happening here is the real Maria has been mistaken for the false one, so the workers are chasing after the real Maria to kill her. Oh, and look, and the workers have just collided with the upper classes, and they're just gonna have a massive like war. God, that's fucked. The robot Maria's like, she's literally about to be set on fire and killed, and she's like, yeah, this is brilliant, I love this. Oh no. Yeah, Rotwang is like completely gone now. Totally out to lunch. Under the impression that Maria is hell. Oh my god. Oh, that's crazy. Crazy imagery. Holy shit. The workers dancing like that. Crazy. So now the bell's ringing, so they're all like, they can see the real Maria. Yep, there we go. So the flesh all burned away now. So they know it's a robot. Rotwang, dude, just give it up, man. You're down bad, dude. Just give it up. Take the L. Oh, the big boss fight. Frida versus Rotwang. Who will win? Dude, Rotwang, what the fuck, dude? What was that? I think Joe Friedison at this point, he understands what he's done is like wrong, and this is kind of all his fault. Oh god, oh fuck, that looks so weird. That looks so creepy. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh dude, they had to have been like seriously injured by that. Jesus. Rotwang. Dude. Did Rotwang just... Bruh. Here we go. This is the scene. Look at that. All of the workers coming to the church. I love this ending. Look. Watch. Come on. Come on. She's saying like, you have to bring them together. Yeah. Head and hands want to join together, but they don't have the heart to do it. Oh, mediator, show them the way to each other. Come on. Yeah. There we go. The mediator between head and hands must be the heart. The end. What a fucking masterpiece. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, I need to move my head out the way. This was a great restoration. Wait. Wait, this... I can't move my big stupid head out the way. Look at all of these weird German names. These are all very important. This restoration is almost 100 years in the making. This version of the movie would not have been viewable. We would only have been able to see maybe an hour of this film. Like 60 minutes at most. If it were not for the efforts of all of these people restoring this film. We move. Wait, we move. Hello. This film, Metropolis, is an excellent cautionary tale to the preservation of media. This movie was nearly lost forever to time. So much of this film was destroyed, so much of this film went missing and nobody could find it. And it was only because of the efforts of all of these people who made this restoration that we actually got to see this movie all the way through. And we got to see the whole story. So, game developers, make offline versions of all your games. Movie people, make backups, please. Authors, you know, make copies of your scripts, everything. Please restore all of, you know, make it so that you can see all this stuff later. Because some of this stuff needs to stay around.